never heat pasteurized. A beer that's made unlike any other. Cold filtered to give you the rich, smooth taste of real draft beer. That's the mark of a great beer. Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. It's as real as it gets.
You see the beauty beneath the years of neglect. Now trust True Test Enriched Finishes from True Value Hardware to bring out all the warmth and richness of prepared wood surfaces. Enriched stains come in 12 shades to enhance bare wood's natural beauty. Then add the protection of enriched varnish in a choice of 3 finishes to seal and preserve furniture, woodwork, and floors. Get professional results with the lineup of True Test Enriched products from participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers.
Excuse me, folks. Sure looks like you like those Taco Bell tacos. Yep. But did you know that those 49-cent tacos are guaranteed? That means if you don't love them, you get your money back. Did you know that? Hey, pay attention here. 49-cent original tacos. You'll love them or your money back. Guaranteed. Did you hear what I said?
Hey, can't you see we're eating?
Taco Bell, that's your order. Guaranteed. Make a run for the border.
Surprise. Here's the tickets for your honeymoon.
Oh, Dad, you shouldn't have.
And we're going with you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Northwest frequent flyers earn free trips fast, so you can give them away or go away or both.
It's a 15-point problem for the Milwaukee Bucks, 63-48. Both teams are shooting, warming up, and now they will go to their benches. We have time, John, to bring everyone up to date on the individual scoring in the game. Michael Adams, as we said, 23 for Denver. Alex English, 17. They are the only Nuggets in double figures. Pat Lever with 7. And for the Bucks, Krzysztofiak with 10. 8 points for Jay Humphries. 8 points for Paul Prussie. Mark Davis has 6. Terry Cummings only 4 first-half points. And Jack Sikma with 6 in the game. Pierce and Mokeski have 3 apiece for the Bucks. So they are not really on their games at the moment offensively, most of the Milwaukee Bucks, Cummings in particular. And, you know, Jack can score better than he has in the first half, but a lot of that is Denver's running and defense.
It is. You know, a lot of times in the NBA, you're just not quite as sharp and your game isn't quite as on some nights as others. Those can also be on the same nights that the defense is doing a good job on you, and I think we have to credit the Nuggets with that.
I enjoyed your interview with Alex English. I did not know that he at one time wanted to be an astronaut.
An astronaut, is that? He's of course a very interesting person, and you could spend a lot of time talking to him about his multiple interests, about making the movie, about his poetry, and that was a lob that caught the rim. Knowing Michael Adams, the way he's shooting it, I'm surprised the lob didn't go in.
Boy, no kidding, huh? He was trying to set up Pat Lever for a sky jam, and he hit the iron. I'll tell you what, the guy was phenomenal in the first half. Here's Humphries. Jay hits.
I'll bet you he breaks the NBA record tonight.
I think he'll probably go for it, and I think he'll beat it too.
He needs 2 to beat, 1 to tie. Humphries with a basket there.
Jay with 10. Bucks within 13.
You know, Bucks can easily get back in this one and win this ball game. That's a good start. That's a better start.
Finger roll. Nicely done on the fast break, started by Krzysztofiak. Terry with 6.
Down by 11.
First 4 points in the third to the Bucks. Cummings goes for the steal, and he jammed the finger. He's going to have that one stretched out. He'll turn it over to Jeff Snedeker, and I don't want to watch. I do not want to watch.
Just like
Pierce will.
He ran right to Jeff like you run to Mama when you were a little boy and you were hurt. You know, he knows where to go to get it taken care of, and that's, of course, the trainer, Jeff Snedeker. Unfortunately, it is his right hand as well, which is your shooting hand for Terry.
Ricky Pierce comes on to replace Terry. Here's Adams.
You want to bet they talked about playing Adams all over behind the three-point line better?
Yeah, we'll have to watch for that. There is Cooper to the basket. Krzysztofiak got a hold of him.
Cooper, a 77% shooter from the line.
That's the first foul on Larry.
That's just a pick and roll, see? Larry comes over and covers up well. That's the basic of basics. And it paid off.
2 team fouls on the Bucks. Cooper has just 2 points, but he has quite a few block shots. Take a look here and get the official number. He has all 4 of Denver's in the first half. The Bucks had 3 block shots, 1 by Krzysztofiak, 1 by Pressey, and 1 by Mark Davis. Cooper hits both free throws, and it's 65-52, 13 points. Jack looks to the middle, well defensed by Denver, and he'll take Alex English to the baseline and hit. Shays goes down. This is English, tough shot, short. Krzysztofiak can't hold on. Cooper takes it away from him. Lafayette leader.
Second shot opportunity pays off. And you love any team, you love to get back your missed shots and turn them into baskets.
Ricky Pierce in the paint for 2. Terry Cummings has that finger taped now on the right hand, and he'll be coming back into the game. Stretched and taped. Shea sets a pick, gets it back, and puts it in.
He's doing it the hard way.
Sigma tries to screen Adams for Humphreys, gets it back from Jay. Takes the drop step and was blocked. Joe Forty said Cooper fouled him. Boy, you don't see that Sigma move blocked that way very often.
No, not from the front.
He was in front and reached behind and got a hand on it.
Watch, so Cooper doesn't go for the fake, and you know he's going to go for the block. He tried to get around to the side of Jack.
Well, with Jack on the line, let's take a moment for the Wisconsin Bell phone power scoreboard. Atlanta, a big winner tonight. 137-113 over Charlotte. If you're running late for a business meeting, simply call ahead. That's phone power from Wisconsin Bell. Jack has hit all 4 of his free throws, and the Bucks are chipping away now at 69-58. Adams, he can only hit the long ones, folks.
Well, in most cases, when he gets the closer ones, he has more big people to contend with.
Bucks trailed by 15 at halftime, and Pierce couldn't get that one to go.
Doesn't miss those too often. That's Pierce offense running around the screen.
Cooper with a rebound, hook shot good. Woo.
Well, the Bucks get within 11 a number of times. They can't get the next basket to go, and Denver does.
13 right now. You saw the time remaining in the third period. Humphreys rolls it around the rim, and Pierce is fouled by Adams as he came down with the rebound. Michael Adams has 3, and that is 2 now on Denver.
That might be the best way to nullify his game, get him out of the game on fouls.
Just go right at him for a while.
Right.
See if you can put him on the bench. Lever with a hand on it as Cummings went for Pierce.
Well, one more foul on him would put him on the bench right now.
20 on the shot clock as Krzysztofiak inbounds. Nicely done for Pierce.
Boy, Ricky runs his screens well. Does a good curl pattern, loses his man.
Adams a 3. No. Shays keeps it alive, and he's fouled by Ricky.
See Shays on the trampoline. Ricky goes for the steal when he comes down with it, and too much contact. You know, Michael Adams got open on that last play. Jay was retreating defensively, and then he realized, where is he? And he tried to get back out, and he couldn't go upstream against all the players coming at him.
8:15 to go in the third. The Bucks down by 11. Alex English works around Krzysztofiak and Sigma. And a loose ball foul has been called against Larry. That's 2 on Krzysztofiak. He can't believe it. 4 on the Bucks in the period.
You know, Jim, and you look at it again here, and you'll watch Krzysztofiak go at it, and they'll say he pushed right there. With Adams in the game and the way the Bucks are having to play him, that helps them as a team. Lever off for the screen. That helps them as a team because what it does is it pulls a defensive player out further on the court to play Adams, and that player, Humphreys, now can't help as much.
Ricky
Pierce
with a rhythm jumper, and it's 71-62. The Bucks are within 9. They have made up 6 points so far in the third period. Shays loses the dribble. Sigma ahead from Cummings to Humphreys. 2 more. They've made up 8. Alex English drives. Sigma battling with English for the rebound, and the Bucks get it off Alex English.
Some missed shots and turnovers.
The reigning coach of the year doesn't like the trend right now. His Nuggets have given 8 points back to the Bucks.
I think he has Don Nelson's, all his old coats and ties. They just interchange each year. It's, you know,
they seem
trade
to fit
back
him
and
the
forth.
same way, don't they? Cummings on a jumper from the corner. Terry has 8 points. Mo wants a timeout. The Bucks are within 5.
Charging.
Oh, they have made up 10 here in the first 5 minutes of the third period. 7 minutes to play in the quarter. We'll be back on the Bucks Basketball Network.
Right now, the only thing that would taste better than a nice cold one is a cold filtered one. Yeah, if you want a beer whose real draft taste hasn't been changed by heat pasteurization, we've got it down cold. Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft.
It's as real as it gets.
In Italy, when we love something, we say amore. And that's why everyone here loves the Century brand premium pizza, because we got the more toppings, like a more rich tomato sauce, and a more sausage, and a pepperoni, and a more real Wisconsin cheese. No? A more everything except the crust, which there's a less, so there's a more room for toppings. Remember, Century brand means the good food costs less, not the more at Century.
We asked Saab 9000 CD owners about its road holding. Its quiet. Its luxury. How it looks. And the way it makes them feel. But why ask? The car says it all.
Buy or lease one of the most intelligent cars ever built at your local Saab dealer today.
71-66. The Bucks have made up 10 points in 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes of the third period. They have come out and done a good job here against the Nuggets. Terry Cummings, Paul Pressey will come into the game. Ricky Pierce and Krzysztofiak stay out there with Sigma.
You know what they've done, Jim? They haven't gotten it all back at once, but they've capitalized on missed shots and on the turnovers each time with points at the other end.
Alex English, Sigma with a rebound. The Bucks can cut it down to 3. They couldn't find Krzysztofiak, and Lever has it. There's a takeaway for the Nuggets. Lever is fouled. Jack Sigma will be called for the personal. That is number 2 on Jack, and it puts the Bucks over the limit.
And this is offense off of turnover. Lever just bringing it up the court quickly as it was Alex English who really disengaged on Krzysztofiak at the other end, and the pass was laid out there and the deflection.
One of tonight's participating sponsors is the Lakeland Sports Center, where you can buy truck caps and boats factory direct. Lever hits both free throws, and check that one free throw at 72-66. Cummings, tough shot. Yes, sir. Terry now in double figures with 10. It's a 4-point game. Walter Davis kicks out for Cooper. Pierce. The Bucks can cut it to 2. They trailed by 15 6 minutes ago. Cummings. Wow. Oh, no foul in there. Adams comes away with it for the Nuggets. Pressey got a piece of it. Cummings knocks it right to English.
Wow. Boy, Pressey saved what might have been an easy deuce, but I don't know what TC was thinking. He apparently thought one of his teammates was there rather than a nugget.
That's about the easiest 2 points Alex English will get all night. Ricky, tough shot, side of the glass.
Boy, the Bucks have gone inside twice and seem to be getting fouled, but can't quite get the call.
Lever, no. Kristoviak with the board. He looks for the long lead. Nobody out there. Ricky Pierce had a slight edge on his man, but wisely Kristoviak waited, and they go to Pierce down low. That's how it's done.
Well, that was a beauty, and the defense just was not alert for Denver because Lever was still getting back up the court. Someone had to protect for him inside.
Those two exchanges in which the Bucks did not score, John, would have tied the game, but you know what you say about ifs and ands in this game. 4:56 to go in the third. The point is they're playing well. Fred Roberts comes in to the ball game now, along with Jay Humphreys. We have a foul on Terry Cummings. Let's pause 5 seconds for station identification on the Milwaukee Bucks Basketball Network. This is Fox 24 in Milwaukee. Terry will go to the bench. Cooper to the line. Cummings with 4 personals. The Bucks already over the limit. Jack Sikma also going to the bench.
Cooper does a good job on the two-man game as he misses the first free throw. He's good at a good solid pick. He makes sure he gets the defensive player, which is important because a lot of players just slide that pick. And then he rolls quickly, and he's able to handle it inside. There you see Adams leaving the ball game, so he might be having trouble with that groin again, and if he is, then he will not set an NBA record for three-point shots unless he comes back.
Cooper with 7 points. The Nuggets lead by 5. Under 5 minutes to play in the third. 10 on the shot clock for the Bucks. Humphreys. That's a long 2.
Yeah.
Walter Davis. It's picked off by Humphreys. 3-on-1. Kristoviak and Pressey. Paul goes to the basket for 2, and the Bucks are within 3.
Humphreys very alert. That was pretty. The way he took the ball at midcourt and created.
Elston Turner back for Walter Davis. He gets it back. Rebound Kristoviak. Larry led the Bucks in the first half with 6 boards. Pressey, good position. High arching shot. The Bucks are within 1.
Boy, he did that just right. Got a good arc on it. Made it soft.
Turner off the glass. Elston Turner has 4. (77-74) as the crowd turns up the volume. Pierce over Turner. Yes, sir. Ricky Pierce. Nice rhythm shot in the paint. Just the 2 of them in there. Rick now with 13. There's a tough shot. Alex English over Fred Roberts.
You know, with the Bucks closing the gap like this and knocking on the door, you can feel the Nuggets trying to pick the pace up even more. Not only when they have it full court, but even in their half-court game.
The Bucks down by 3. 7 on the shot clock. Time to start. Pressey leans in, leans away, in. Woo! After rolling 360 degrees around the iron. 2:59 to go. Pressey with 14. We're in the third period. There's a foul. Humphreys got a little body on Lafayette Lever. It's a shooting foul. When we come back, a timeout charge to the Bucks. 2:55 to go in the third. Milwaukee within one, 79-78 on the Bucks Basketball Network.
At any of our 569 Bank One locations across the Midwest, you'll find people who care, like Christy Mongolier.
At Bank One, we try to do it from the customer's viewpoint. Is it easy to understand? Have we clearly expressed the risks of any? Have we made it as easy as possible to fill out the forms, or do we handle it over the phone? I think that's what we mean when we talk about our commitment to quality and caring about our customers.
We're 18,000 people who care.
At Hardee's, our patties are cooked gently because we never forget you can always go someplace else. At Hardee's, we use real dairy cheese because we never forget you can always go someplace else.
You just got a frequent flyer award, huh?
That's right.
You don't fly frequently.
No, infrequently.
How can you be a frequent flyer if you don't fly frequently?
How can I hit the ball if you're talking to me?
How can you hit the ball if you're going to be talking over there?
On Northwest, you don't have to fly a lot to earn a free trip fast.
Hey, Sluggo, what's happening?
I'm out of here, Dad, and I'm going as far as $3.42 will take me.
Northwest has some of the lowest fares around, but not that low.
The Bucks trailed by 15 at the half. They trailed by 1 with 2:55 to go in the third. Well, the Bucks will be on the road for a while. They will next return to the Bradley Center on Tuesday, the 31st of January against Sacramento. And then on February 7th, the Central Division leading Cleveland Cavaliers are at the Bradley Center. That's a 7 o'clock start. The game against Sacramento is Bucks trading cards night. All kids 14 and under will receive a full color set of Bucks trading cards. And the Cavaliers will be in on the 7th of February. Tickets available for both games.
Jim, a couple of important things. One, Michael Adams is being retaped, and he will return, so he still has that three-point bomb yet to come, perhaps. The Bucks doing a great job in this quarter of shooting. They've upped their percentage for the game to 50%, and we've seen the Nuggets drop to 45%. Woo! So the Bucks shooting percentage, fantastic so far in the third period.
74%. Kostoviak not doing anything to hurt it with that shot. Tied at 80. Walter Davis works against Pierce, and Roberts has a rebound. The Bucks can take a lead.
That's just forcing a shot.
Mark Davis drives. Oh, and it does not. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. Turner fouling him.
The Bucks are 15 for 20 in this period at this point. That shows you the reversal here, and how at halftime they were shooting 41%. It's now 50% for the ball game, and then you have the Nuggets going the other direction. That's optimum, and that's of course how the Bucks got back into this one to hopefully take the lead at this point.
15 for 20 is 75%. Jerome Lane will come into the game. Walter Davis goes to the bench.
Well, you just whip those statistics out in your mind. Maybe you could be that astronaut Alex English couldn't be, huh? He said he was weak in math and he was too tall.
He said he was too big, and I think I probably am too.
And
we're both too big. Here's Turner. The Bucks lead it.
Woo! What a job they've done in this quarter.
81-80. Here's the tip away by Paul Pressey, but it goes to the Nuggets. Turner. 5 on the shot clock. English down low. Lever. He throws it up there, and the Nuggets come away with it. Lane with a big rebound that time. Alex move too.
Well, he's incredible. He's very tough to play in there, but it's been the Bucks defense, the story of the third period, and the much better shooting as well.
English has 24 points. The Nuggets go back up by 1. Pressey to Roberts to Pierce. A miss. Lever, quick shot. Big rebound, Kristoviak. I keep saying big. They're all big, aren't they? Roberts on the lead. In for two. The Bucks lead at 83-82.
Boy, that's like the dogs at the track chasing the rabbit. Fred sees that ball out there, and he can cover some territory quickly.
You suppose that's where Doug Moe gets his offense? He likes those dogs. He likes the greyhounds. Here's Lever.
Offensive foul.
It's on Lever, his second.
Good defense, see it. Made him double pump and put up the left arm.
Both of these teams protecting the ball fairly well. The Bucks have 10 turnovers. And that offensive foul gives Denver 8 TOs.
Here it is. Watch the left arm. So he put it out into Kristoviak, and Larry came up to play him. So Adams is in, Lever is out, Cooper is out, Shays is in. I guess Doug Moe says, got to make some changes here.
1:03 to go in the third. The Bucks are up by a point. They have a chance to build it. There's the give and the go.
That's a guard around play. Bucks running well.
Humphreys with 14. Milwaukee leads 85-82. English.
He's incredible the way he'll catch, take a couple dribbles, get inside the defender. A defender can come up at him, but it doesn't bother him.
English has 25. He averages 27. 38 seconds on the game clock. Humphreys saw something and exploits it.
See, that's the thing that he has brought to this ball club that they didn't have consistently before him. Someone that can penetrate in a half-court game.
The leaner, no good for English. They keep
19.
going to the main man.
17 in the quarter.
The Bucks will go for one shot. Sigma underneath, pressing, 1 against 2 and a foul.
Pressey and Pierce are creating real problems in this quarter inside for the Denver Nuggets, and they're trying to adjust to them inside, but they have not been able to control them. Look at the play. They swing the ball to the top. Press keeps him on his back. Turner can't control, so he gets help from Lane.
And Lane committed the foul as he was helping out. Pressey will shoot 2. He can put the Bucks up by 5. Unbelievable. That would be a 20-point swing in the third period. The Bucks were down by 15.
That's doing a job.
And he does. It's 89-84 with 2 seconds. Shays. So the Milwaukee Bucks have outscored Denver by 20 in the third period. We will be back on the Bucks Basketball Network.
Pure, genuine, never heat pasteurized. A beer that's made unlike any other. Cold filtered to give you the rich, smooth taste of real draft beer. That's the mark of a great beer. Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. It's as real as it gets.
For great personal service and low everyday prices, check the lineup at your neighborhood True Value Hardware store, where the January hardware value of the month is this Taylor indoor-outdoor thermometer. It measures the indoor humidity, and twin scales show you the temperature indoors and out, so you'll never leave the house underdressed. In January, get this Taylor indoor-outdoor thermometer for just $4.99, where you see the banner at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers.
To your Jeep Eagle dealers, we're celebrating our first record-breaking birthday as members of the Chrysler family. Celebrating with cash back on Eagle Premier, big savings on Jeep Cherokee, and this special introductory offer on new Eagle Summit. Big bash, big savings. It's a record-breaking year, so a great deal is a piece of cake.
See your Wisconsin Jeep Eagle dealers, where you can expect the best. Conn's semi-annual clearance sale. The lowest prices of the year on thousands of in-season suits, sport coats, and more. The clearance sale's on now at Conn's.
In the third period, the Bucks missed their season high for a period by 1 point. They outscored Denver 41-21 and lead by 5. It's time for the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout, and tonight our contestant is Irene Gamsky of Greenfield. Irene thinks Jack Sikma will score the Bucks' first points in the quarter. If Irene is correct, she wins a 19-inch color television set with remote control, courtesy of Miller Lite and Fox 24. Just for sending in a postcard, Irene Gamsky of Greenfield will receive a Bucks starter warm-up jacket. Send us your entry today, the Miller Lite Fox 24 fourth quarter shootout. Jack is in the game, so Irene Gamsky has a shot. How do you explain the third period?
Well, I've tried along the line a bit, but it's just a matter of, you know, of this and that, and the Bucks just doing a job defensively and then putting the ball in the basket at a rapid pace and a high percentage. And, well, that's the NBA, huh?
Wow. Cressy. We have a push. Loose ball foul on Cooper, and the Bucks will inbound side court, so Irene still has a chance to get Jack Sikma to hit a point here, hopefully two. What the heck, maybe Jack will hit a three. He's going to post low this time. Humphries, there's Jack working against Cooper.
All right,
she'll go to the line.
She's probably going to win it. Get excited.
All right, we have a 19-inch color television set on the line here. Why not? We bet everything else tonight. That is the second foul in the fourth. The second foul in 24 seconds.
On the same guy.
And Cooper has 4 in the game now.
That's good because he's a real defensive factor.
The 41 points is the most, I should say, the second most against Denver. Chicago had 45. Irene Gamsky of Greenfield, you have just won.
All right, Irene.
A 19-inch color television set with remote control because Jack hit the first point. Congratulations. That's how easy it is. The Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout. Jack hits both free throws. He has 12 points. 45 against Denver by Chicago. The Bucks, by the way, hit 42 in a quarter against Detroit. 41 here tonight in the third. Alex English shaves. Cooper with a tip in the basket.
Cooper is extremely active. And that's what got him the tap in.
The Bucks still lead by 5. Humphries to the middle over Adams. Davis crashed to the board, but the Nuggets come away with it. Adams gets it back from English. He's fouled.
Oh, my goodness. He called that on Humphries. I happen to be watching that. Jay's a bit upset about it. I'm not. I think Adams slid right by Humphries before there was a foul. He gave it up and went to the hoop, but anyway, he's on the line.
Jay went right to the bench. He has 4, and Ricky Pierce will come into the game after the first free throw.
So you got to play Adams for that shot. So as a defender, you're at a disadvantage. You're going to be coming out at him, and that will give Adams the opportunity to go inside to the basket on penetration. He needs to shoot free throws from 10 feet further back or more.
He came in as an 85% shooter from the line. The Bucks will take it. Pierce was trying to get free, and a foul on Lafayette Lever.
See, Ricky is a master at working the box with one-man pick. He used Sikma that time, and Lever, trying to get through it with him, grabbed him.
Rick up top, Jack posting Cooper. Backs in on him. Pierce. Yes, sir. Ricky Pierce has 2 more. 15 for him. The Bucks lead by 7 in Denver. Shays. Rebound, Mark Davis.
And by the way, he's done a super job for this ball club since he's joined the Bucks.
Brent Roberts. Woo. Oh, the Bucks keep building on their lead. It's 95-86. This is amazing.
It is. And they're doing it at Denver's game in their home arena.
English still trying to get it done. Good defensive work by the Bucks.
Excellent. Stayed right in front of him. If there would have been a call, it should have been a charge.
They bellied up to him. Pierce off the front of the iron. Scrambles for his own rebound. Throw it up there looking for the foul, and Shays comes away with it. There's the foul, but it goes against Mark Davis.
Well, too bad, because on 3 situations, 2 there and 1 on the last play, Davis has been able to keep the ball alive on the offensive glass.
Through 3 periods, John, the Bucks have shot 52% as you take another look.
That was a forced shot, but what he tried to do, he's caught in that situation. He has to get it up the basket and hope he draws the foul.
Alex English off the glass. English having a nice night. He just hit his average 27 points. Denver 42% through 3 periods. The Bucks out-rebounded through 3 periods, 38-33, but they led it by 5. That's the only number that counts. Ball stripped away. Adams on the floor. Davis dives. Adams comes away with it. English drops for Cooper, and Cooper walked with it.
Now, good hustle by a lot of defenders because it looked like the Nuggets had a real advantage going the other way, but because the Bucks dove for the ball, delayed it a little bit, that let the defense set up just a little bit more, and then they got lucky on the bobble.
The Bucks lead is 7. Davis.
Oh, good.
Out for Roberts. That was good work by
Control.
And then they lost it.
Turnovers easy.
That's what you don't want to do. It's down to 5 now, 95-90 Milwaukee. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go in Denver.
Good time for a hoop.
Have to get the crowd out of the game if you can.
Skim the tide a bit.
9 on the shot clock. Sigma good position. Roberts with a tip in.
It could go. They give it to Davis or Roberts. Both of them on it. It looked to me like Roberts.
And Doug Moe is upset with the defense being played by the Nuggets. Walter Davis. Sigma rebound. The Bucks can go up by 9. Ahead for Roberts. He goes to the basket. On a push, he's fouled. Okay. Alex English with the personal, his second. It'll be the 4th on the Nuggets.
See, some of the things happening, the Bucks either forcing misses or they're just missing, and then they're controlling. They're not letting them get a second shot opportunity on the offensive glass for the Nuggets, and then bang, they're striking the other way, just like on that play on a fast break opportunity. Roberts gets to the line.
Fred has 6 points in the 4th period, and the Bucks lead by 9. Remember, they were down by 15 at halftime, led by 5 after 3.
Don't go away.
Oh, this Denver club is too good at home for that. Here's Walter Davis. Loses it. Mickey Pierce will work against Weaver, and he'll win.
Jim Walter Davis has been hurting his club here. He's taken some jumpers. He's missing him. He's had some turnovers. But he can strike on you.
Offensive foul as Lever goes into the chest of Jack Sigma. 7:45 to go in the 4th. Timeout Denver. The Bucks lead it by, believe it, 11 points after being down by 15. We'll be back on the Bucks Basketball Network.
Sometimes the best way to avoid the rush is to simply slow down.
You gotta stop and taste the high life. Stop, spend some time finding out what you're working for, what it's all about.
Miller High Life, brewed to be smooth, never bitter. Takes time to make, time to enjoy.
Stop and taste the high life.
Miller High Life.
My friend.
This Milwaukee Bucks magic moment is brought to you by Hardee's. Quick-scoring Junior Bridgman was regarded as one of the league's premier sixth men. In his career, Bridgman played more games in a Bucks uniform than any other player.
At Hardee's, we use real dairy cheese because we never forget. You can always go someplace else.
When you're young, you only think about your goals, your dreams. But once you have a family, your future doesn't seem nearly as important as theirs. Their dreams become your dreams. You make sacrifices, not minding a bit. And you buy life insurance to make sure their dreams can come true. That's why American Family Insurance says, you don't buy life insurance for you, you buy it for them. Look in the white or yellow pages for the American Family agent nearest you.
Well, there's the story, and oh, how this story has changed tonight. 101-90, the Bucks leading. It was 63-48 Denver at halftime.
Well, I don't know what Doug Mo's talking about. One of the things I'm sure is defense and then transition. And I think, you know, with Michael Adams out there and the way they can score points quickly, you know, any kind of a lead here you're not comfortable with. But, boy, what a job the Bucks have done to get the lead they have. And now they want to maintain it and build on it.
A hot 102nd point coming up. In for Krzysztofiak. He was fouled by English. No call. He was hammered from behind. Here's Adams. He goes for it and hits it. Yep. That's an NBA-tying 8th three-point basket.
So he can close the gap rapidly with some three-pointers.
12 for 16 in the two-game series. 9 for 10 tonight. Pierce underneath for 2. The Bucks get it right back.
Pressey picked that one out. 102.
Hot 102 scored tonight by Ricky Pierce. It's 103-93. The Bucks by 10. Adams is in the record book with Rick Barry and John Roach. Alex English is in the basket for point number 30 and 31. Oh, this has been a beauty. Pressey is fouled by Adams. Michael Adams has 4 personals, and this one puts Denver over the limit with 6:36 to play in the game. And with Paul Pressey at the line, it's time for the Wisconsin Bell Phone Power Scoreboard. We have another final for you. Phoenix, a 116-107 winner over Chicago. If you're on the road, stay in touch with the office by using the telephone. That's phone power from Wisconsin Bell. Atlanta has won. Chicago losing. Atlanta remains 6 behind Cleveland. Chicago 7.5. The Bucks will remain tied with Atlanta with a victory. They would slip a spot if they should lose this. But they are up by 8 with 6:24 to play. In for Adams. Oh, he got the bounce.
Well, he's having a monster game. The Bucks missed the free throws, and Adams counters inside this time.
Here's Krzysztofiak underneath, working against Adams, and a foul. The basket didn't go for him.
I don't think Larry realized who he had on him because he ducked into him like, I've got to barrel this guy out of here, when all he had to do was just lay it in with the little Adams inside. But that puts him on the line. That's probably a good foul for Denver with that mismatch situation.
Alex English picks up his 3rd personal. Krzysztofiak is 3 for 3 from the line now. And he has 13 points. The Bucks 18 for 23. Denver 13 for 20 from the line. With that free throw, the Bucks have outscored Denver from the free throw line by 6. They lead it by 8. Under 6 minutes to go. Alex English, tough shot.
He's something.
He had Krzysztofiak in front and a man behind.
But with that extension he has on his shot, you know, he can shoot it over most people.
Sikma for 3.
No.
Yes.
I thought it was short.
Oh, Jack Sikma hits the 3. He's the Bucks' best three-point shooter. $50 to Carex. From Carex to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Carex muffler and brake shot. Pays no overlays. Krzysztofiak. Now another $50 to the MAC Fund, courtesy of Carex muffler and brake shot. 108.99. Oh, there's the drop pass. Beautifully done. Pierce for Cummings.
Yeah, I'm just checking Mo out to see if he wanted a timeout. Boy, a couple of big plays, and Jack does it outside. He's the Bucks' Michael Adams.
Bodies crashing, Sikma down, no foul. Here come the Bucks. Pressey out for Pierce. He'll take that shot. and he'll hit that shot. 112-99. The Bucks lead by 13 points.
Well, you had Denver knocking at the door there for a moment. They got it down to, what, 7, Jim, and then the Bucks build it back up.
This has been a 28-point swing since halftime. Adams a 3. Oh, air ball.
That may have been tapped. Bucks doing a good job now of getting up and playing him for those shots.
Yeah, they let him shoot those in the first half, and he hit 7. Here's Jack, another 3. Nope, not this time. Cummings has the long rebound. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the game. The Bucks are up by 13. They'll run an isolation here. Pierce. Sikma tied up Cooper, freeing Ricky, but he missed the shot. Adams. Jack picks it off.
Oh, that was a tough pass. Not a good selection by Adams. Jack was alert.
That was bad. He was going for Lever or English
all
in the
way across court.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Sikma had the passing lane covered. Kristoviak fouled by Shays, and Larry will go to the line.
Jim, the Bucks this second half have been a clinic. Oh, I mean a clinic at both ends. Wow, I mean moving the ball, doing it inside, outside, give and goes, capitalizing on turnovers, running Ricky off some screens inside, getting the jumpers. It's been near perfection basketball for the Milwaukee Bucks second half.
Shays goes to the bench with 4 fouls. Roberts and Jay Humphreys will come in for the Bucks. Paul Pressey and Ricky Pierce go to the bench.
One left.
Probably, missed them both. Gets very close to that 10-second time limit. He's shooting a free throw.
Bucks 19 of 26 from the line. English eyes a 3, steps in. Sikma and Humphreys go for the rebound, and Jay will bring it up the court.
Well, they've pushed the Nuggets offense to the perimeter in the second half, and they've missed the shots.
Bucks trying to go 10 games over 500 again at 23-13 with a victory. Sikma falls down and walks. Well, actually, he didn't walk. He didn't take a step. He just fell and traveled. It's a 7-foot travel. 112-99 Milwaukee. 3:10 away from a big victory. Lever a 3. It doesn't go for him. Humphreys has it. If the Bucks push it, they'll play 5-on-4. English is down. He limps back into the play now. Posting Cummings, picked up by Walter Davis. There's the little push away by Terry, and he hits iron, not net. Adams. He's going to go for it. He's going to try for 9.
They might as well. They might as well try to get it to him now. And the Bucks might have a tendency to be a little bit lax on playing him out there as the game gets closer to ending. So he might have one more opportunity or 2. Or 3.
2.5 minutes to go in this one.
3 for 3.
Yeah, they'll try to get him at record. Here's, it won't fall. He's fouled. The foul on Alex English from behind. That'll be 4 on Alex. And we have a timeout charge to the Milwaukee Bucks, who lead the Nuggets by 13, 112-99 on the Bucks Basketball Network.
You know what smooth is? You gotta stop and taste the high life. Smooth is the sensation of cracking open a cold Miller High Life. Smooth is the anticipation of that first mouthful hitting the back of your parched throat. Smooth is the feeling of a beer that goes down easy, never bitter.
Stop and taste the High Life.
Smooth is knowing how good that first Miller High Life tasted, and that it's time to enjoy another.
We promised you a better cookie at a better price. Come on in, I'll show you. We're filling the cookie jars with Lunchboxes of America with over 40 varieties of cookies. They cost less, but taste as good or better than higher priced cookies. That's why we're America's fastest growing popular priced cookies and snacks. We promised, we deliver. Delicious brand cookies If you can find a better cookie at a better price, buy it.
Ryle Pontiac announces an exciting start to 1989 with rebates, and more rebates. In fact, up to $1,000 rebate on Pontiac's popular Grand Prix. You heard it right, $1,000 rebate. Plus, we're pleased to announce the extension of GM Smart Lease program and our first-time buyer program, where you can buy a new Pontiac with no down payment and no credit necessary. Or take advantage of payments on Grand Ams as low as $179 per month, again with no down payment. All this and more means we're starting off the new year in style at Wild Pontiac Isuzu Waukesha.
The wild style.
The Bucks are up by 13 with 2:26 to go in Denver. This telecast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Bucks and the NBA solely for the entertainment of our audience. I think you've been entertained tonight by this ball game. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written consent of the NBA is prohibited. Terry Cummings at the line. Terry has 12 points tonight. Matching his 13 last night against Utah. A season low for Cummings.
You know, it's a real plus when your leading scorer can have an off night like this, as far as off in regards to getting his average, and you have a lot of other people contribute, and you play well, and you come on in the second half. That shows you the depth of this Bucks team.
Well, it's a team game, and the Bucks have almost defined team play this year. Here's Elson Turner. He hit it hard off the glass, and Krystkowiak battles. This goes back to Turner. Softer shot this time. Michael Adams not in the game right now, so it doesn't appear that Doug Moe is too concerned with getting him 9 3-point shots. He's had a couple of cracks in it and missed. But Adams has tied the NBA record of 8. 7 in the first half. Good ball movement down for Roberts.
That's a foul on Roberts.
Offensive foul. He was open apparently because he pushed.
Bucks have been awesome, though, in the second half inside, creating real problems in that matchup situation in a one-on-one or in a two-man game on the curl pattern around the box.
Ricky Pierce in for Cummings. Jerome Lane down the lane. Rebound Lane back out for Walter Davis. Here's Eddie Hughes, fresh off the Denver bench. Austin Turner for Rasmussen. He also came in at the dead ball opportunity. Rasmussen has 7. The Bucks lead by 11 with 1:29 to play. They're going to win this one, and it will be a big victory on the road. They will end a 6-game skid at McNichols. That's 6 years. They only play once every season.
That's right.
Eddie Hughes draws the defense, kicks it out into the corner. I should say Walter Davis.
Well, the Bucks almost had that one last night. They came in here and played well tonight in the second half in particular to win this one, and then on to Sacramento. They could very well win there. The Kings have been playing much better basketball the last couple of weeks, and they've made it tough on a lot of people, and they have a real home court situation there.
A 3 Humphreys, no air ball. 45 seconds left in the game. Well, the Bucks have flat been playing well of late. A win here tonight, and they will be 8 of 10 and 11 of 14. Rasmussen shot, Sikma rebound, came right back to Jack. Five seconds. Sikma. Yes, sir. Whoa. Jack hits another jumper.
Well, this all helps buy time for Moncrief to get back, Jim. But, you know, the way Davis has played, you hate to lose him.
Well, isn't it a miracle that they got it back from Phoenix? Eddie Hughes fouled by Sikma. He had 2 10-day contracts with the Phoenix Suns after a brief stint in lacrosse, after starting the season with the Bucks, and I have a feeling they'd like to keep him around.
Well, he's certainly helped out since he's been back. And that's a look at Doug Moe, who is now packed it in and backed off, at least perhaps until he gets into the locker room.
You know who signed him to his first pro contract as a player in the ABA?
I know, but I'll let you tell us.
I bet he's the last guy you want to hear.
Downey Jr.
Yeah, that's the last guy that Mo wants to hear right now, right? After this one.
Get him on his show, huh? And yell at him.
116-107 Milwaukee. 6 seconds left. 2-1. The Bucks have won in marvelous fashion with an incredible second half. They outscored Denver by 29 points. Well, let's check that a moment. 24 points, down by 15. They win by 9, 116-107. We will return to McNichols Arena with our player of the game, and we'll talk about this one. That should be enjoyable as the game has been. You're on the Bucks Basketball Network.
The rush is to simply slow down.
You gotta stop and taste the high life. Stop, spend some time finding out what you're working for, what it's all about.
Miller High Life, brewed to be smooth, never bitter. Takes time to make, time to enjoy.
Stop and taste the high life.
Miller High Life.
My friend.
For great personal service and low everyday prices, check the lineup at your neighborhood True Value Hardware store, where the January hardware value of the month is this Taylor indoor-outdoor thermometer. It measures the indoor humidity, and twin scales show you the temperature indoors and out, so you'll never leave the house underdressed. In January, get this Taylor indoor-outdoor thermometer for just $4.99, where you see the banner at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers.
Excuse me, folks. Sure looks like you like those Taco Bell tacos. Yep. But did you know that those 49-cent tacos are guaranteed? That means if you don't love them, you get your money back. Did you know that? Hey, pay attention here. 49-cent original tacos. You'll love them or your money back. Guaranteed. Did you hear what I said?
Hey, can't you see we're eating?
Taco Bell, that's your order. Guaranteed. Make a run for the border.
The Bucks are on the road again. And when the Bucks wear green, they get mean. It ain't easy playing green. Thursday night at 9:30, the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Portland Trail Blazers on WCGV, Fox 24.
The Bucks outscore the Nuggets by 24 points, 68-44 in the second half, and they win 116-107. And a key player in that run, tonight's Miller Lite Fox 24 player of the game, Ricky Pierce. 21 points, 18 in the second half. Miller Lite and Fox 24 will make a $100 donation to the MAC Fund in the name of Ricky Pierce, honoring his performance in tonight's game. Well, individual scoring in the game. Alex English had 33 for the Nuggets. Michael Adams 28, and he tied an NBA record with 8 three-point baskets, 7 of those coming in the first half. Ricky Pierce, as we said, 21. Jack Sikma had 17, 16 apiece for Humphreys and Pressey. Terry Cummings and Kristoviak had 14 points in the game. I will give you one more opportunity to explain the textbook second half the Bucks have had.
Well, first of all, Jim, this was a fun basketball game. Even though the Bucks didn't play that well early, that's when Michael Adams was doing his thing, and that certainly kept it exciting. And then the Bucks' second half was absolutely outstanding. It was awesome. It was clinic basketball, if you will. They did it with better defense, good defense, forcing the Nuggets more into a perimeter game. They missed the shots, therefore the Bucks could go into a transition game. The Bucks shooting percentage was phenomenal, and that literally shut down the fast break basketball opportunities of the Denver Nuggets. So the Bucks in the second half just ran their offense to perfection as well as their defense.
Well, the Bucks are now 23-13, 10 games over 500. They remain 6 games behind Cleveland in the Central Division, and the road record is even now at 8-8. Denver 20-18, 11-5 at home with the loss here tonight. Be sure and join us Thursday January 26th at 9:30 when the Bucks take on the Portland Trail Blazers live from Memorial Coliseum in Portland right here on Fox 24 and the Bucks Basketball Network. For John McLaughlin and producer-director Gary Kirby, this is Jim Paschke saying so long from Denver, where tonight's final score, Milwaukee 116, Denver 107. We hope and we know that you enjoyed this one. This is the Milwaukee Bucks Basketball Network.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Miller High Life. Brewed to be smooth, never bitter. Takes time to make, time to enjoy. By Toyota. See your Toyota dealer for world-class value and performance and ride with the best. By Lakeland Sports Center, where you can buy truck caps and boats factory direct. By Century Foods. Good food costs less at Century. By True Value Hardware, your store first choice. And by Hardee's. We're out to win you over.